Sudan is a nation in crisis. Years of conflict have forced millions from their homes, overwhelming fragile health systems and pushing families to the edge of survival. Across Sudan and into neighboring Ethiopia and Uganda, Medical Teams International is stepping in, offering life-saving treatment when no other care is available. Here to share more about this work and how we can help is Trisha Caldwell, Chief Development Officer, Medical Teams International. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
This is important work. Tell me about Medical Teams and what you do globally and locally.
Yeah, thank you. Since 1979, we've provided medical care to people in crisis. And so we go to the ends of the earth, to some of the hardest to reach places, and then here locally to provide primary health care for mothers and children, and then also dental care here in the U.S. and connecting people to our own health system so that they can receive more care.
I didn't know about the dental care here in the U.S.
Yeah, so we have vans that go around, especially here in the Seattle area as well. And so the big red vans, you'll probably see them.
Yeah. How has Medical Teams International been impacted by the cut in aid?
As with the whole sector, there's definitely been a shrinking that has occurred. We're grateful that we still have our U.S. government grants, and that plays a really pivotal role for us in delivering care. But those grants don't do it all alone, and we do need individual donors and people just like you and me to come along and help by providing funding so that people can get access to care.
Sudan, it is I think the world's largest displacement and hunger crisis.
Yes,
world's
the largest famine in the world right now.
And Medical Teams is working there. How are you responding and helping mothers and children specifically?
Yeah, we are there to provide care for those very delicate moments when you are giving birth. That is the most dangerous time for a woman. And our doctors and nurses and midwives are there holding hands and helping to provide care so that children are delivered safely. We provide access to vaccines and medicines. Children face malaria and malnutrition, and our doctors are there to help make sure that they have those chubby little legs and are able to grow and have healthy brains for development and be able to enjoy life. This little one is such a sweet joy.
Wow. And you're talking about there's a vaccine they're giving right there, how important that is that they get that. And I think we take for granted here that the medical care is available and not the case, especially in Sudan.
Not the case everywhere, unfortunately. And in Sudan, where there are 25 million people that are facing acute malnutrition, that is essentially like the entire state of Florida. Every man, woman, and child starving. That's the crisis that we're facing in Sudan. And in Sudan, Medical Teams is actually servicing over 60% of the settlements there and helping to provide care for all of those people.
And that is so much to cover. And two, we talked about the largest displacement. Many have gone to Ethiopia and Uganda, neighboring countries to Sudan, and you were recently there. What did you experience?
You know, every time you go on a trip like this, your life has changed. And it takes several weeks and months and even years. You think back and you think, oh gosh, what did I experience? But I got to see this journey that these families are going through, and they're walking essentially the distance of Seattle to Boise to try and find safety and security again. They want to go to schools, they want access to care, they want to live a full life again. And what I saw there and experienced in meeting some of these women and children is just these lives that were thrown upside down, upended and thrown around, and they're seeking help again. And what we hope and what we dream for is that they get to see this beautiful little baby grows up and has a really beautiful experience. I'm actually personally really shot back into my mind this week because on Friday I'm taking my oldest to college. I'm having that quintessential drop-off moment that you feel so much joy and so much sadness all at the same time. And I'm thrown back to thinking about these children that I met and thinking, will they get to have those experiences? And we hope that they do, because we're there providing care to keep them healthy and strong so that they can dream about a life beyond that camp and get to go have those experiences too. And that's our hope, that we can provide that care for their long-term growth in life.
We saw that tiny little baby doesn't yet have those chubby arms that we talked about, that we hope that happens. But I can see that would move you forward to keep on going. And part of that is money. And that's just the way it is. And Medical Teams has a special giving day coming up Tuesday, September 30th. How can people help?
By giving. It doesn't take much. Only $40 can help as we receive families that are coming across the border from Sudan into Uganda or Ethiopia. Only $40. So what is that? Like 3 lattes now? Can help give a family of 5 those initial vaccinations, that health screening, and the nutritional care that they need to get settled and started again. So only $40 has a tremendous impact. But if you can give more, please do give more. This sector is certainly hurting. And there are 123 million people displaced in the world today. That's double where we were 10 years ago. This crisis of displacement isn't going anywhere. And it can't be solved by one thing alone. We all need to participate in this resolution.
I like that you said that. We all need to help. Boots on the ground, but also we need those funds. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
I can feel that in you. Thank you. New Day Northwest is sponsored by Medical Teams International.